I'm Lawrence from the Performance Ranch, and today we're going to be talking about the foot, setting tension to the foot, and why the foot is so important for everything that we do in daily life. All right, so the number one thing we want to work on here is going to be creating this tension with the foot. So, as you guys know, I'm just coming off a back injury, right, which severely affected what my right foot does. The last few weeks, I've been getting more tone, more movement in my foot itself. So the thing that always brings me back to what we're going to do here, we're going to do what's called short foot, right? So it's everybody going to step up here. Ideally, again, socks off is easier just because then you can see your feet. So anyways, feet, you want them to be pointed straight ahead. That's your ideal goal, right? Think about having skis on your feet. So you're walking, you're going to be here forward. You want your feet and your toes to be able to spread out. So you want this ability to spread your toes out. You can see my right foot is still lagging a little bit. Like I can't even dorsiflex my right toe as much as my left side. But compared to six weeks ago today, this is significantly a bit better than where I was. The other thing you want to think about, our foot as a tripod, right? You want to have 3 points of contact with the foot. So we want to, or really think about being heavy in 3 points. So number one is going to be in that heel. Number two is going to be the base of your big toe. And then number three is going to be the base of your pinky toe. So you want to think of this as triangles here. You've got an arch inside here, you have an arch outside here, and you have an arch between these two joints. So, in that regard, you're going to have your toes spread out and wide. We call this short foot. So I want everybody to lift up all their toes and try to spread the toes out when they're up. Perfect. As you do that, I want you to push your toes into the ground, and I want you to feel your weight in your heels, in the base of the big toe, and the base of the pinky toe. So feel yourself grounded there. I want your feet to make sure they're pointed straight ahead as well. There we go. I want the knees slightly bent, right? Locked out knees is going to basically mess up with your hips here. So I want slight bent knees. Tuck the pelvis under you so you're in a good neutral position with the hips. So right here's the start. We're going to do 10 movements with this. We're just going to move your legs up, there your toes up, spread the toes out, and then push the toes down. Do that 10 times. Up, spread, and down. In regards to that, feet spread out, toes spread out, working on that arch. So I want you to also lift that inside ankle bone up a little bit. So now we're creating this arch in the foot. And the way you're going to lift it up is by pushing your knees to the outside. That's going to be activating the core and the glutes there. Perfect. Knees slightly bent. There we go. Now let's do this. Let's go ahead and lift all toes up and then just put your big toe down. Woo! Try that 10 times. All toes up, just big toe. There we go. How's that feel? Challenging, huh? It's weird that your hands want to do the same thing. And it's the same nerve interface between your brain, the hands, and the feet. So that's why you feel like your hands are doing this too. The other thing I want you to do is go all toes down the ground. Now just lift up your big toe and then big toe down. Let's try that 10 times. And as you can see, my right toe is struggling right here, but he's coming along. He's almost there. Come on, little guy. There we go. Again, this is all a lot of great. So the cue I give to clients always is think of you're a tree and you're trying to grow your roots into the ground. You're trying to set tension. That's my term I use a lot is tension with intention, right? So tension is getting that foot grounded. My intention now is going to be to move my feet or to be grounded or do the things that I need to do. I want to build somebody's body up, be nice and strong and big muscles when their feet don't work as well as they should. Injuries I usually see, I know Taylor was just talking about knee stuff. Usually I see knee pain trigger the initial thing is because their feet aren't doing the things they need to do. They're usually standing like this. This is the most common thing that I see with most people. When they jump, when they land, everything is here. Everything wants to go inside, right? So we're trying to get everything strong and where it needs to be. So definitely practice on the feet. I want you guys to really work on your clients with their feet.